It was one of those nights when silence felt heavier than words. The city slept, but you didn't. Your thoughts were loud, louder than the rain tapping on your window. You stared into your phone, scrolling endlessly, searching for something you couldn't name. A part of you whispered, "I wish someone would just tell me what to do, why I am feeling like this, why life feels so unfair." And then, this video appeared. You almost skipped it, but something unseen made you stop. It wasn't curiosity, it was connection. Like a voice behind the screen gently said, "Don't go, I have been waiting for you." The screen fades to black. A voice calm, ancient, infinite, begins to speak. "You didn't find me by accident, my child. I called you here because your soul asked for an answer tonight. You think you are watching a video, but truly, this is a conversation between your heart and me." Main content. You've been walking through a strange hour of life where time feels stretched and feelings feel heavy. People around you say, "Be strong," as if strength is a mask you can quickly wear. But you and I know, armor can't heal the wound underneath. Tell me, beloved, why do you hold your breath when the past knocks? Why does one memory dim the light of an entire day? You swallow your storms like they are secrets, but storms unspoken turn into winters that never end. Listen closely, you are not the weather. You are the horizon that remains. Tonight, I will show you the map hidden under your storms. But you must do one thing, stay, because I am here to hold it. Don't run from this moment. Don't minimize, don't multitask. Let every word touch the part of you that's been pretending to be strong for too long. Good. Now listen. You beg me for calm seas. I give you a lighthouse. Do you see the difference? Calm seas teach little. A lighthouse teaches direction. Waves will rise, fall, hiss, and roar. They were never your enemy. Your enemy was believing waves decide your worth. Stand where I place you by the light. Let the tide come and go. Keep your eyes on me. A ship becomes a ship by meeting the ocean, not avoiding it. And yes, I know you have Googled how to stop overthinking at 3 a.m. You don't need another article. You need anchoring. When your mind sprints, anchor to this: I am held, I am guided, I am not late. Say it under your breath like a secret you finally trust. Your life isn't a straight line, it's a loom. Threads of joy, threads of ache, threads you want to cut. You see knots and call them mistakes. I see them and call them turning points. A weaver ties what looks messy so the pattern can change direction. Would you really prefer a flawless cloth with no depth? Or a living tapestry where light has learned to surprise the dark? The knot you hate most may be the very place the pattern begins to glow. Let me tell you a story. There was once a stone in a riverbed. The river flowed relentlessly. Seasons, floods, droughts, and the stone complained. "Why do you push me? Why do you spin me? Why this endless force?" The river only smiled. "I am smoothing you. I am shaping you for the hand that will one day hold you." Years passed. The stone became polished, luminous. One day a sculptor's child picked it up and kept it in her pocket, touching it when she was afraid. Do you see, my child? What felt like punishment was preparation. What felt like being pushed was being polished for a purpose you could not see from the riverbed. Now tell me, where are you resisting the flow that is making you beautiful? You keep saying, "Krishna, send me a sign." I send you 20. You call them coincidences. Would you like a message that says, "From Lord Krishna, stop overthinking"? My messages arrive as nudges, a sudden calm, a word in a stranger's sentence, a delay that saves you, a no that becomes protection. Even your heartbeat is a sign that I still choose you, again and again. There is a mirror you avoid, silence. In silence, you hear the truth you postpone. You notice how fear wears the mask of logic, how attachments dress up as loyalty, how guilt pretends to be humility. Let's remove the masks. Attachment whispers, "Without them, you are nothing." Truth replies, "Without you, this story cannot be told." Fear says, "You are not ready." I say, "When have you ever felt ready for a destiny that is bigger than you?" Guilt insists, "You don't deserve peace." I ask, "Do you deserve punishment more than you deserve my presence?" Answer, honestly, what are you clinging to that cannot survive the light? I am not taking your blessings. I am taking your burdens disguised as blessings. Have you noticed? When something wrong leaves, the room feels bigger. That space you feel is not emptiness, it's me, creating room for what fits your soul. Arjun once said to me, I cannot fight. He mistook panic for compassion. I did not give him escape, I gave him clarity. Courage is not the absence of trembling hands. Courage is choosing me while your hands tremble. Where did you drop your bow? In whose words? In which memory? On what date? Go back to that moment now. Feel the weight of it. See the scene. Now look again. I was there. The door that closed, the heart that left, the plan that failed. None of them had the power to end what I began in you. Pick up your bow, not to fight with people, but to face the shadow that keeps telling you, you can't. You don't need louder confidence, you need quieter trust. And when you finally lift it, watch how the battlefield changes before you take a single step. You prayed, open doors. I closed some. You asked, send people. I let some leave. You said, give me speed. I gave you roots. Understand this, I never hide you to punish you. I hide you to harden your foundations. An unrooted blessing becomes a burden. A rooted heart becomes a harbor. The day I push you into open waters, you will not capsize. You will carry others. You say, I am late. Where did you learn this timeline? Flowers that bloom too early are cut by frost. I kept you hidden because I love you, not because I forgot you. Delay is not denial, it is design. Do you know why your blessings were withheld? Because blessings given too soon become burden. I withhold to grow your hands, not to starve your heart. When I say not yet, I am saving you from the weight you would have mistaken for wings. You scroll through lives not fully lived and compare them with your pain fully felt. The flute does not envy the drum. Both are instruments of my music. Your melody is softer, but it heals rooms where thunder cannot enter. Play your note. The symphony is incomplete without you. And stop asking, what will people think? They are too busy wondering what you think. The audience you fear is mostly imaginary. Walk with me. We enter a library without walls, shelves of lifetimes, lanterns of memory. Every book is a day you have lived. Some are dog-eared with tears. Some smell like sunlight. You pick a book called What I Lost. You hold it like it might shatter. I take it gently and blow the dust away. Read the margin notes, I say. They are small, almost secret, protected here, redirected there, delayed to save. You flip pages and see threads you never noticed. How one no led to a kinder yes. How one slow year saved you from a fast mistake. You look up, startled. Was I truly never alone? I smile, because the question answers itself. Let me tell you about 3 doors: loss, delay, and redirection. You met loss and thought it was the end. You met delay and thought it was punishment. You met redirection and called it failure. Open each door with me. First, loss. When something leaves, listen for the sound of chains falling. Not all departures are theft. Some are jailbreaks. Ask, what part of me is lighter now? Second, delay. When time stretches, patience grows muscle. Ask, what strength is forming quietly? Third, redirection. When the road bends, the destination didn't change, only the route did. Ask, what new skill does this turn invite me to learn? Every no you met was escorting you to a deeper yes. You weren't being kept out, you were being invited into yourself. Place your hand on your heart. Feel that steady drum? That is me, knocking from inside. You begged for me to come closer while I was asking you to listen deeper. Right now, breathe with me. Inhale, I am here. Exhale, you are safe. Inhale, no rush. Exhale, no fear. When the mind screams, return to this rhythm. We will meet here as often as you like. And no, you don't need a complicated ritual. You don't even need a perfect sitting posture. If your spine slouches, but your heart bows, I still arrive. Now, let me tell you, the 4 vows. Say these out loud if you can. Whisper if you must. First, I will not worship outcomes. I will love with presence, work with honor, and release results to you. Second, I will not negotiate my worth with doubt. I am not a discount version of myself on days I feel small. Third, I will not confuse peace with passivity. I will be gentle like water and relentless like a river. Fourth, I will return when I forget. When I get lost in noise, I know where you are in the quiet beneath my name. These are not promises to me. They are permissions to yourself. A child builds a sandcastle and the tide erases it. She looks at me, worried. I kneel and ask, do you want a palace that never falls? She nods. I point to her hands. Then let's learn to build where water cannot reach. You keep building identities at the shoreline, built from people's moods, numbers, schedules, praise. When the tide returns, you think you failed. No, my beautiful soul, you built in the wrong place. Come inland. We will build with stone. Courage is not explosions and flags. Courage is texting, I am sorry, resting when your pride calls it laziness, saying no when the old you would have begged to be liked. You call these small. Heaven calls them turning points. You think victory means never feeling fear again. No, victory means dancing above it. When I danced upon Kalia, I didn't erase the river, I restored its balance. So when anxiety coils, don't dive into the poison. Rise. Stand on the thought, name it, breathe. Say, I see you, but you are not my master. Grace is not fragile, grace is weight-bearing. Wear it, walk with it. Let it carry what your anger cannot. I speak to you in two voices, whisper and thunder. When you are tender, I am soft, a flute on the riverbank. When you are stubborn, I am storm, a drum in the clouds. Both are love. Tonight I am both. I hold your face in my hands and say gently, you are enough. And I look into your eyes with power and say, rise. Because when you rise, someone else finds the courage to breathe. There is a table only you can sit at, a work only your hands can do, a tenderness only your voice can carry. You keep asking for a map, I keep offering a seat. Sit. Eat what I have prepared, clarity, courage, consistency, compassion. Then go give it away. That is how you feed the world, not with perfection, but with presence. And if you feel unworthy, remember, I have always dined with the unsure, the unfinished, the almost ready. Your invitation didn't arrive because you qualified. It arrived because you are mine. You keep asking, what is my purpose? Purpose is not a single sentence you memorize. It's wood you shape by walking with me daily. I am not only the destination, I am the carpenter. My tools are strange, stillness that sharpens you, service that softens you, discipline that steadies you, laughter that lightens you. Yes, laughter is holy. If you forget how to laugh, you forget how to breathe with me. Heaven is not allergic to joy. You compare your season with someone else's highlight reel. You ask, why are they shining while I am still learning to glow? Look up. Constellations don't compete, they complete the sky. Orion does not steal from the Pleiades. You are a star with a specific coordinate in eternity. If I shift your light by one breath, a traveler loses his way. Your slowness is not failure, it's precision. Enter a small room where metal meets fire. The anvil looks unforgiving. The hammer's rhythm sounds like war. But watch closely. The blow is never random. Every strike is measured, merciful, meaningful. You mistake heat for hatred. It is refinement. What if the pressure you fear is the only doorway to the strength you prayed for? Take one memory that still stings, hold it like a small candle. Ask it, what were you trying to teach me? If it says, trust yourself, keep it. If it says, hate them, let it go. That's not wisdom, that's smoke. Memories are either medicine or mirrors. Use them to see yourself more clearly, not to keep reopening the same door of pain. When the world shouts, choose stillness. Let your calm be your crown. You don't need to correct every voice or chase every rumor. You will not be measured by noise, but by nourishment. Leave rooms where your soul shrinks to fit the furniture. Walk towards spaces that ask your courage to sit taller. And remember, the block button is a spiritual tool when used with wisdom. As you rise, remember these anchors. First, presence over performance. Your value is not a scoreboard. If you lose the present to chase applause, you trade gold for glitter. Second, stewardship over speed. Fast is fragile, faithful is fruitful. Third, obedience over outcome. Walk the step I showed you, not the entire staircase you imagine. Steps become paths, paths become purpose. And if you trip on step one, we design the staircase with railings called grace. There is a table with your name engraved in quiet gold. Nothing on it is fast food, courage slow cooked, wisdom aged, peace warm like bread, joy that tastes like morning. Sit, eat without hurrying. You have run enough for 10 lifetimes. Now we travel at the pace of trust. And yes, you can have seconds. I am generous with peace. After this, do one small act. Place a glass of water on your desk like an altar of care. Open one window and let morning forgive the room. Write 3 lines. What I release, what I keep, what I begin. This is not productivity theater. This is partnership. You move, I magnify. Miracles prefer roads with footprints. You have called yourself by many names. Broken, late, too much, not enough. Let me give you one more name. My beloved. Carry this name into your mornings. Write it in your breath. When doubt speaks, answer with your name. Do one small thing after this video. Drink water with reverence. Clean one corner of your room. Send one message of forgiveness. Take one page of notes. Walk 5 minutes under the open sky. This is not about productivity. It is about partnership. Miracles love momentum. Give them a path to walk on. You will forget this. That's all right. When you do, return to the breath we shared. Inhale, I am here. Exhale, you are safe. Play this again when your heart shakes. Play it when you win, so victory doesn't make you proud. Play it when you lose, so loss doesn't make you small. My child, you are not late. You are not lost. You are arriving to the life I hid inside you. Walk with your head unbowed and your heart unarmored. Let love make you brave and truth make you gentle. Carry peace like armor, purpose like fire, and compassion like water. And now, the question that will echo when the screen goes dark, now that you have heard me, will you finally trust the path I am already walking you through?